Shopping for insurance starts out simple enough. Once you begin, though, you quickly see there are a lot of options. Lots and lots of options. Then there are those distractions. You begin to question whether it's even worth your time. Did we mention those distractions? But what if there was one place that took all the stress out by doing the shopping for you? Too good to be true? Well, it's not. And we are waiting to help you just like we have been for over the past 90 years. We shop to save you time and money so you can get back to those important things in life. Cleveland Insurance. Live life protected.
This is the Cleveland Ford Pregame Show on MixTV.tv. Shop Cleveland Ford online at clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford. Honest people, honest deals.
We are live on MixTV.tv, and you are looking at a live picture of Maryville High School, where tonight Bradley will play Maryville in Maryville. They are having some pregame festivities there. A couple of things as we begin the broadcast that you're going to notice. That beautiful Maryville Stadium. It's homecoming there tonight, and they're doing homecoming festivities pregame. And we are about, as you may have seen on the scoreboard there, just under 14 minutes from kickoff. And that is the Maryville feed. That is the Maryville video feed that you are seeing. And I do appreciate their audio-visual class. From Maryville, you're going to be seeing what we're seeing tonight. We got a couple of things to tell you about here at the top and how we're doing. This is a very different broadcast from what we would normally do on MixTV.tv. Good evening. And so here's what's happening. First of all, good evening. I'm Steve Hartline, along with my buddy Greg Phillips, who's in for Stephen Shelton this evening. So, yeah, you're watching us here on MixTV.tv, but we endeavored to be in Maryville tonight, but they have a construction project going at their stadium, which meant that there really was no room for us to do our broadcast on the visitor side. So we're making the best of it. Here's what we're doing. We're going to be watching, Greg and I, we're here in our studios in Cleveland, and we're going to be watching and commenting on exactly what you're seeing. And I can't thank Maryville High School enough. Chris Harris is the athletic director, and then we have and I'll get his name here in a few minutes, but the teacher of their audiovisual department. And this is a student-led audiovisual department in Maryville. He did everything he could. And matter of fact, the principal at Maryville, the AD at Maryville, they all tried to get us up there. But then we told them Greg was with us, and they said, well, that ain't happening.
You can't come.
Yeah, you can't come. Hey, buddy, Greg, it's thanks for filling in here tonight for Shelton. And we're here, Bradley and Maryville. When I say that to you here on the Cleveland Ford pregame show, by the way, when I say that to you, just what comes to mind?
Man, just tradition. I mean, that's the big thing with me is, there's just so much tradition in these programs. Maryville has been so good for so long. They're just a great program. And then, since the Damon Floyd era happened at Bradley Central, and again, long before that as well. But, what I remember since I've been here is, the Damon Floyd era. And again, just, winning traditions with both teams. Both teams expected to go to the playoffs every year and make deep runs. And again, that's just great competition. Both hard-nosed football teams. Great coaching, and just always a lot of fun to watch them play.
Well, and it is going to be a great game tonight. Again, it's a little different. We've never done it this way before, but hey, it's going to work out. I do appreciate Austin and also Caden for all of their help, and Gideon earlier for helping us get set up tonight. And all right, so. There you see what's happening in Maryville. They're doing, it looks like, the national anthem in Maryville. Hey, Fruit Loops, can we pick up some of that, the audio? We cannot. Okay, they've not gone live. They have not gone to the audio. Oh, I see. We're getting that straight video. I see what you're saying. Okay, so yeah, we're just all going to learn together here. Let's take a break. Let's take a 1 minute timeout here. We're about 10 minutes from kickoff. Now, when you look at this feed, again, this is Maryville High School. The side that we're looking at on the other side is the visitor side. Mm-hmm. So we're going to face the visitor side, just trying to get everybody acclimated tonight, and we're glad you're with us. So tell a friend, tune in to mixtv.tv. The rivalry games are driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow evening at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, their huge trunk or treat. It'll be the biggest trunk or treat they've ever had at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Thomas Williams, executive manager, welcomes everybody out. I-75 exit 20 in Cleveland. They'll have a bunch of free candy, great food, and a whole lot more, plus a DJ and all kinds of stuff. That's 4 to 6. Joe Cook will broadcast live from X1041 from Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Their big trunk or treat is tomorrow from 4 until 6. It's pregame, back in 1 minute.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Jenny, I just don't know what we're going to do. Hannah really wants to go to Wesleyan, but I don't think we can afford it.
You know, that may not actually be true. Emma qualified for the TWU pledge at Tennessee Wesleyan. She's going to be a Bulldog, tuition free.
But how's that even possible?
It's a program that offsets the cost of education for local families.
That sounds like a great option for us.
You just need to go to tnwesleyan.edu and check it out.
Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
Shopping for insurance starts out simple enough. Once you begin, though, you quickly see there are a lot of options. Lots and lots of options. Then there are those distractions. You begin to question whether it's even worth your time. Did we mention those distractions? But what if there was one place that took all the stress out by doing the shopping for you? Too good to be true? Well, it's not. And we are waiting to help you just like we have been for over the past 90 years. We shop to save you time and money so you can get back to those important things in life. Cleveland Insurance. Live life protected.
Download the all-new Mix 104.1 app online at mymix1041.com. This is the Cleveland Ford Pregame Show on mixtv.tv. Shop Cleveland Ford online at clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford, honest people, honest deals.
We are back, and you are looking at a live picture of Maryville coming onto the field, or coming into the stadium there. That is a live picture of Maryville. If you're just joining us, we are utilizing, and we really appreciate our friends at Maryville High School. They are allowing us to use their feed tonight. Look at that, Greg. They're going through the stands. I love that. Sade Daisy does that.
Yeah, it's a Maryville tradition that they do that. It's just a really cool tradition to see them, walk through the stands and see the parents, the fans, and all that, and just let them be a little bit closer part of the game.
All right, speaking of the game, it's time for Keys to the Game. It's brought to you by the River County Association of Realtors. Greg, let's first talk about Bradley here. Give me a couple of keys for Bradley tonight.
So Steve, I think the key for Bradley is they had a quarterback change during the Sade Daisy game. Braden Carroll, he played some quarterback, but it was primarily as a runner. Braden Carroll now has taken over at the quarterback, and has had a couple of good games. Struggled a little bit as well, just to throw the ball. And I think that that's one of the keys to the game. Can they move the football and can they keep from turning it over? I think turnovers are going to be a big key to this game on both sides, but can he get them moving down the field? Can he throw the football, not throw interceptions, and really get them moving down the field?
Tell me about Maryville and what we need to know.
Maryville. Every time you say Maryville, I think of discipline. They're just so disciplined. They, there's been very few years that they haven't been a great football team, but they do everything the right way. They're always in the right spot, and they don't turn the ball over. And so that's the key to them is can they get the ball in Beaufort's hands? And the quarterback is a first-year starter, so can he do the things that he needs to do? Have the reads that he has? But again, ultimately, Steve, this game's going to be won in the trenches. Both teams have really good skill players, and it's going to come down to which team wins in the trenches and which team can move the other one. And I think that's going to be the key to this game, and it's where I'm going to have my eyes is what's happening at the line of scrimmage.
All right. Along with Greg Phillips filling in for Shelton tonight, Steve Hartline, MixTV.tv. Let's take another break right here. It's our Cleveland Ford pregame show at Cleveland Ford, where they have honest people and honest deals. See my friend Crazy Craig at Cleveland Ford. And you can, while you're watching the game, visit clevelandford.com. Join Bridget live, or as live as she can be, tomorrow, 12:30 till 2:30, for a live broadcast at Cleveland Ford. And we'll be back with a kickoff around the corner in a moment.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
The UPS Store is your back-to-school shipping store. We're the desktop delivered store, the Send Cozy to Campus store, and the Ship Your Dorm decoration store. This year, the sky's the limit. When you ship UPS Air at the UPS Store, your items arrive on time or your money back, guaranteed at no extra cost, exclusively at the UPS Store U.S. retail locations. Because when it arrives matters just as much as what's inside. Visit the upsstore.com/packing to get a 20% off packing coupon today.
Visit your local UPS store at the corner of Keith and Stewart Road next to Five Guys.
This is the Cleveland Ford pregame show on MixTV.tv. Shop Cleveland Ford online at clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford, honest people, honest deals.
It's the Cleveland Ford pregame show. The coin toss now, as you're seeing live at Maryville High School. Bradley has won the toss. Looks like they have deferred here. And again, the referee, as you see, will explain it hopefully a little more here. But, so Maryville's going to receive. Bradley won the toss and is a little surprising here, if I'm reading this right, is deferring. Hey, quickly, let's do a couple of things here. Our forecast and temperature, along with our radar picture for tonight. And again, it's all here early in this pregame, in our Cleveland Ford pregame. Hey, Greg, give me a couple of impact players presented by Honda Cleveland. Who are you looking at?
So for Maryville, I'll start with them. There's going to be running back Cohen Babley is an impact player, really good player. Torrey Beaufort is going to get the ball a lot at wide receiver. And then I don't know if you saw him or not earlier, but number 88, Julian Douglas, he's listed as a wide receiver, but he's as big as a defensive lineman. They try to get the ball in his hands as well. Defensively, they've got defensive end Max Sear. who is going to find his way in the backfield. And then it comes down to their linebacking core is just they're legit. Jackson Rutledge, Dax Cole, Mason Ball, and then the bandit is Wyatt Wilbur. That's going to be their key players. For Bradley Central, they're going to spread the ball around. A lot of people are going to touch the ball. Obviously, I've already talked about Braden Carroll and his impact. Kenyon Phelps at running back is going to be key tonight. He's got to find yardage when it's not there, and that's going to be really key for him. And then on defense, A.J. Westfield is a key, and Wiley Suskowicz is going to be he's going to be a big time player. He's going to have to play big tonight, as well as Zane McIntosh, the kind of the bookend to AJ Westfield. They're going to have to stop the ball with their front four and allow their cornerbacks and their safeties to stay back. That's going to be that's kind of your key players for tonight, as I see it, Steve.
All right, thanks so much, Greg Phillips. We are getting ready. It is 7 o'clock Eastern time. A quick check of the radar. You see up in Maryville, where they're playing tonight, no problem around the state. And here's the kickoff with Don Ledford Automotive Center. And the kickoff, Bradley kicking to Maryville. And they're going to bring it out as Maryville will have it, as you see, still on his feet all the way to the 40-yard line. That is Troy Buford. And you were talking about him earlier, Greg.
Yeah, just a phenomenal player. Beaufort is he's you saw how patient he was there, following his blockers and all that. He plays wide receiver, but he's going to touch the ball at running back as well.
All right, again, if you're just joining us, this is Bradley at Maryville. You are looking, it's a little different tonight, folks. You're looking at and we really appreciate Kevin White. He's the Maryville High School audiovisual teacher. And he is his class. This is a student-run production, but this is a Maryville production. We, Greg Phillips and myself, are in Cleveland at our MixTV.TV studios in Cleveland, and so we're calling it. We're all looking at it together here. So they're going to back them up at the 24. Yard line, Greg.
Yeah, that's going to cost them about 25 yards there. I mean, Beaufort had the run back to about the 50, and he's taking them all the way back to the 24 because of a block in the back there. That's going to really benefit Bradley and put them back in much worse field position than they started.
How important is it, and I know the answer to this, for Bradley to get a good start here?
It's super important. It's a confidence thing because Maryville is the gorilla in the room. They're the big time team. They need to get some confidence here early.
All right, so Maryville back to throw is the quarterback, and he throws wide open, as you see, and out of bounds up across the 42 down to the 43-yard line. So Maryville made a lot of that up on that first play.
Yeah, that was Beaufort coming across the middle there and just wide open. And you're going to see him get the ball a lot tonight. You're going to see him coming across the middle of the field and getting the ball in his hands a lot tonight.
All right, the Rebels of Maryville at the 43. You're facing, by the way, the visitors' side at Maryville. So that's the Bradley side that we are facing here, as the handoff is going to come down to, this is Babley, and he gets up across the 45-yard line.
Yeah, again, not he's going to stay in. This is one of the Maryville is not known for having big offensive lines, Steve, and this is one of the bigger Maryville offensive lines that I've seen since I've been watching them play.
All right, as we're in the very early going here, first minute of the game, next to last regular season week in high school football in Tennessee. As the quarterback for Maryville is Will Jones. Hello to my buddy Will Jones. That's the other one. All right. Here's Jones in the shotgun. As a man coming across, as you see, little play action. And pass intercepted by Bradley. Bradley has intercepted it. The interception comes down and out of bounds.
Phenomenal job right there, Steve, by Reggie Hubbard.
Yeah.
Stepping in front of the wide receiver and getting that interception. Big play for Bradley Central.
My goodness, what a big play. As Talk about Reggie Hubbard for a second, Greg.
Yeah, so he's a transfer, but just a phenomenal kid, phenomenal player, and he's a high impact player. He's very fast and he's one of the players that doesn't see the ball. If he were playing somewhere else, he would see the ball a lot more. But he's a gadget player in a lot of ways.
All right, so huge play early here. Bradley now on offense, as you see. And they're going to go again. Braden Carroll, as Greg told us in pregame, the quarterback now. Oh, low snap, and I think Maryville may have it, and they do. They got it back that quick. As for Maryville on the bad snap, it's Max Sir, a senior, on the recovery. Let's look at it again here, Greg. Here's our replay.
Yeah, and Steve, that's a snap that Carroll's got to handle right there. It is a low snap, but he's got to handle that. I think he was focused on where the defense was and may have just kind of mishandled that a little bit. But, again, not what Bradley wanted to see right there.
Boy, I tell you, right after that turnover and then a fumble by the Bears, that is not good at all. And so you cannot give Maryville that kind of advantage.
No, I mean, again, we said early, in the pregame that turnovers were going to be a big factor in this, and now we're really seeing it come to fruition early.
Jones, the quarterback, back to throw, pass complete, and up to about the 30-yard line of Bradley here, as you see. So Maryville moving the ball here. We've had back-to-back turnovers. Really an incredible situation. And again, here comes Maryville back on the ball here. Folks, this is the opening 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, there's been a lot of action in 2 minutes here.
My gracious. So Jones back. You see that Babley is behind him as the setback behind him here. And now that man in motion is Faust. And now up the middle, big run that time for Babley, the senior running back. And, that's a lot of yards there.
Yeah, it looks like he got about 14 on that one. And again, they're down into the red zone now, and in scoring opportunity here for them.
All right, Maryville trying to take advantage of the Bradley turnover. And you see they're just outside the Bradley 15-yard line. Jones, the quarterback, again in the shotgun. And he fakes a handoff. Now he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Down to the 10-yard line goes Hellman. That's not true. It's Julian Douglas. There we go. Julian Douglas with a catch.
Yeah, and again, I talked about his size earlier, Steve. He's a guy that they're gonna try to get the ball to him when down there, because he's so big. He can run, moves well, and he's going to be a factor in the red zone.
All right, 2nd and 4, as that's a Quantum Sports first down. Here is another run, and right up the middle, down to about the 7-yard line. Once again, Babley on the run.
Yeah, 3 carries, 21 yards here early in the first quarter for Babley.
We also have coverage tonight on MixTV.tv of Ray County at McMinn County. Thanks so much to Bogus Videography. Our buddy Jeremy Galt back running our different streams tonight. Here is all good defensive effort there, Greg. They stood him up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That doesn't look like. Well, I started to say it wasn't a good spot, but then the official started. He wasn't running in a straight line, and now he's come back and made it not a first down. When he started coming down the line, it was like it was a first down, and then he kind of eased back.
Well, the chain gang thinks it's a first, as you see across
they did give
the way.
To him.
Yeah, I guess they did. They did get. You see the nose there. So it is now a 1st and goal to go for Maryville. And play action. Jones' pass was that
Yes.
was intercepted. That was intercepted.
Wow.
That's our 3rd turnover in about 4 minutes. That was Tay Lindsay for Bradley with an interception in the end zone.
What a phenomenal play. You talk about a play that was needed, Steve.
Hey,
that
Fruit Loops, can we see that again? We're gonna, yeah, here we go. Let's watch what happened. You see his, oh yeah, beautiful. Like you said, he stepped right in that passing lane. So we are, so an interception. Bradley should have it here, and they do at their 20-yard line.
Yeah, phenomenal play right there by Lindsey, and couldn't come at a better time.
Carroll's pass incomplete, intended out there for Javen James for Bradley. He's a junior, tight end. Man, folks, we've had 3 turnovers, and we've been playing for about 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, and again, Bradley, both times Maryville was moving the football, and Bradley is able to make the bend but don't break and make the big play.
Incredible. Again, and I'm going to repeat this several times tonight, we are watching video coverage. Maryville has made this available to us thanks to Kevin White and the Maryville, this is a student-led production. And they're going to hand it off. It will Bradley up the middle. And honestly, Greg, I can't see that number. I don't know.
I'm sure it was Phelps.
Is that Phelps?
Yeah, it's Phelps. He kind of has his jersey covered a little bit, but it was Phelps.
It's tough enough. But Greg and I are in Cleveland. We're at our.
It's a long ways to see that in Maryville.
Yes, it is. So we are here watching really along with you. I guess we're like the Eli and Peyton show, the Manning brothers. Who are we going to get as a guest here?
Yeah, that's a little bit scary. Yeah.
I'll get up and show you how to throw it.
Yeah, that's a little bit who we would have as a guest.
Well, that's true.
Would be interesting.
Excellent point. Excellent point. Here is Phelps again trying the middle, and again not much. It looks like across the maybe the 25 down to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like he got about 2 on that one, so it'll be third and 3. Or no, that's 4th and 3 because they had an incomplete pass, so they'll have to punt it here.
Yep. So Bradley, as you see, will punt it, and the kicker here for Bradley is Brady Lewis, and he'll be punting back of his 15, as you see. And low snap, but the punt will come out. Looks like a good punt here. And going to be downed at about the 40, just outside the 40. Hey, let's take a break right here. 30-second timeout. You're watching MixedTV.tv, the rivalry games. Bradley Maryville scoreless. Back in a moment.
So what did you name her?
Sophia.
Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
All right, back to live action. Jones' pass is complete, and good tackle there, back about the 44-yard line. We'll show this again here. All right, well, back to live action, and they're going to run it, and it looks like, yeah, well enough for a first down as Maryville converts.
Yeah, again, you're going to see Babley get he's about the only running back. They'll have a few that'll mix in, but he's going to carry the ball most of the time tonight for Maryville.
Into Bradley territory. You see the time. You see we're scoreless. This is Bradley Maryville. We'll talk about some scenarios with Greg as we go along here. Of course, this is the next to last week of the season. Playoffs right around the corner. As Jones will hand it off again to Babley, and he's got some room on the right side. And will be knocked down out of bounds over there. We'll put him down about the 43, it looks like. 43.
Yeah, about 6 on that one again. So again, have a nice average, 5 carries, 33 yards thus far for Babley.
Again, scoreless here. We do have Ray County at McMinn County. Big game there. Also on MixedTV.tv. Thanks to Bogus Videography. We've got partnerships with a bunch of these schools. We appreciate it. All right, 2nd and 4. And they send the man in motion. That is Faust. All right.
I didn't see who went.
Here's Jones. Yeah, Jones will go down about the 45.
Great play right there by Westfield. Again, Westfield was past him and never gave up on the play and got back and got him for, I think it'll be called a sack because it looks like he lost about 1 there.
What about Westfield, Greg, this season at Bradley?
He's just phenomenal motor, just a great kid and a great player. I think he's got like almost 20 tackles for loss this year and a bunch of sacks. So just doing a great job this year. And again, he's a Tulane commit, and that's well deserved from him.
Well, yeah, and a great young man, and senior season, of course, came over from Cleveland High School. And now at Bradley. 3.5 minutes, as you see in the first quarter, still scoreless. As you're looking at a live picture, this is Bradley at Maryville. And gonna go the end around route there, still on his feet.
Yeah, that's Beaufort, who I talked about him. He's hard to find.
He really is. So another first down for the Rebels of Maryville.
Yeah.
And you're right, man.
He was all over the field there, and he's going to get the ball a lot.
So all the way down to the Bradley 31, you see Quantum Sports first down. Hello, Mark Stewart. Everybody at Quantum Sports over there by Elder's Ace Hardware in Cleveland. As first down and 10 to go for the Rebels of Maryville. They're going to run it again. This time it's Babley down about the 31.
Yeah, not much there. McIntosh able to close that hole right there and get him on the ground before he got any momentum.
So Maryville the ball here, scoreless. And as we go along through the night, we'll be bringing you scores around the area on our Warren and Griffin scoreboard throughout the evening. It's a big night. The next to last week of the regular season in high school football. So 2nd down and 10 for Maryville. Here's Jones as he'll hand off. And I tell you, great tackling down. You talked about that line before the game.
Yeah, again, McIntosh switched sides on that side, and McIntosh makes the tackle again on that play.
So down to the 31. As it'll be, you see 3rd down and 10 to go as Maryville back to the line here. Bradley Maryville tonight. Could be our final TV game of the year. We'll explain some of that as we go along, how that works. As it's 3rd and 10, Jones pass over the middle complete, and that's a first down. As a catch made down there by Colton Faust. So Faust with a first down, Greg.
Yeah, again, just they're going to throw it to a lot of people, and Faust is one of their primary receivers. He was able to get open in the middle of the field. They like throwing it in the middle of the field.
They sure do, and they get it down to the Bradley 17-yard line. You see, it's about 1:15 and counting in the first quarter. This is at Maryville. We're watching a Maryville TV production on MixedTV.tv. Jones pass complete, got down about the 15. So not a lot there as we're under a minute.
Yeah, again, just trying to get Beaufort in space there is what they're trying to do, and McIntosh, again, I've said his name a lot tonight. He got out that time and got to Beaufort before he could get the wheels going.
2nd and 8 as Maryville has it at the Bradley 15-yard line. as the handoff to Beaufort, and he may have lost a yard there. Well, he got down to the 11.
He got a couple.
Got a couple.
Yeah, he fell forward there and got a couple.
All right, that's going to do it for the first quarter. And a scoreless first quarter at Maryville High School. Bradley 0, Maryville 0 on MixedTV.tv. Our rivalry games are driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Let's take a break right here and come back with more live from Maryville. Back in a moment.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
to a better you.
With the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance.
My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
You're watching MixedTV.tv, the rivalry games. Second quarter coverage is presented by USS. Since 1994, we've helped more than 30,000 customers solve their foundation repair and waterproofing problems. Learn more online at USSTN.com.
Well, and because of USS, Josh Gamble won tickets to see Tennessee and Kentucky tomorrow in Lexington as we give away tickets to every game this season of UT, home and away, in honor of our 25th anniversary of being your UT station. Let's open the second period now. Third down. Greg, Maryville finds themselves.
Yeah, about third and about 6 right here. So we'll see what they've got an empty backfield. So we'll see what they've got hooked up here.
All right, so third down as Jones will throw, pass complete inside the 5. Still on his feet, fighting forward progress to about the 4-yard line. Catch made down there by Faust.
Yeah, again, Faust just kind of finds himself in the middle of the field and is always manages to find himself open.
So they'll work it down. And again, we are watching this along with you here. Yeah, they got the 3, it looks like, right at the 3. So first down and goal to go for Maryville. They're going to hand it off. And near the goal line, they think they have it as Babley. And I believe they've got it. Yep. So that's a touchdown. The game's first score right there is going to go to Cohen Babley on the run.
Yeah, again, just jumping in there, playing man-up football, and they were able to get into the end zone.
So the extra point, and boy, look at all those championships they've won. It's incredible, isn't it?
It is.
Look at that. Extra point is good. Timeout on the field as we see a replay of how it happened, Greg.
Yeah, again, just enough to get in there. Nice job by Bradley, but he just had enough momentum to get himself in the end zone.
All right, let's take a break. A 30-second timeout. You're watching courtesy of Maryville High School. We're watching their video feed. This is MixedTV.tv.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch, But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
February.
All right, following the Maryville score, it is 7-0. Maryville has the lead as Bradley will take over. Hey, we've got a score on our Warren and Griffin scoreboard. Cleveland High School and Hardin Valley tied at 7 toward the end of the first period. Greg, you're on that broadcast team normally with Terry Evans. We got other scores here, as you see on the Warren and Griffin scoreboard. Man, look at Ray County.
I was just looking at that online, Steve. That Ray County score is really surprising, and Meigs County up as well. So the area is those are kind of some interesting scores.
Carroll over the middle, pass incomplete. Yeah, again, we've got you fully covered radio-wise, TV-wise. We've got that Ray County McMinn County game on mixtv.tv. If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook or X or whatever, if you go to mixtv.tv, you'll be able to see this game, plus flip over to Ray and McMinn. Thanks to Bogus Videography for that coverage. 2nd down and 10 to go as Carroll's going to keep it, actually. And pass complete. It was wide open. 1st down and more as Bradley will get it up to the 40.
Yeah, nice pass right there. A little bit of a dangerous pass, throwing it across the field there, but a great pass. Reggie Hubbard wide open right there, able to get about 20 on that one.
Wow. So let's look at this again here. Yeah, as you said, across his body, really.
Across his body, across the field, the most dangerous pass you can throw in football.
That's exactly right. All right, but it is a Bradley 1st down. As Bradley will have it up at their own 40-yard line. You see Maryville has the lead, 7-0. And we'll be watching all these scores as well. We got got a lot going on tonight in this next to last week. Pass is incomplete. I do want to mention, of course, major story in our area, the director of McMinn County Schools, Dr. Julie Gooden, who passed away very unexpectedly yesterday. And our thoughts and prayers with that family. Greg, Julie's husband, is Josh Gooden, the former McMinn Central football coach. And just a terrible tragedy.
Yeah, definitely so. I mean, super unexpected, very young, and just very tough for our community.
Yeah, 43 years of age, and had just taken that role as a director in July. And so again, I'd call on our audience to pray for her family and also McMinn County Schools, really. As the ball gets up to about the 43-yard line here, as Bradley with it, trailing 7-0. It's a big drive and a big 3rd down. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Bradley hasn't moved. They've had basically the 120-yard completion, and they haven't moved the ball much outside of that.
So big 3rd down. Carroll going to pull it down, and down he goes at about the 41.
Yeah, going to have to punt here after the sack there by Maryville.
So sack for Maryville. Here comes the punting unit on for the Bears at Maryville. And as you see, they're trailing 7-0 and now punting. And punting for Bradley's Brady Lewis, back of his own 30-yard line. And got it off. All right, so Maryville will take over. Let's take a break right here. 9:17 in the first half. Maryville 7-0 now with the ball. Let's take a 30-second break here. Back in 30, it's mixtv.tv.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
All right, back to live action. Maryville runs the ball and down to about the 42-yard line as Maryville back on offense. How important is this particular series for Bradley?
It's super important. I was just looking at the yardage. So thus far, with about 9 minutes left in the half, the yardage totals right now: Bradley 28 yards, Maryville 111. And so that Bradley needs to stop right here. You know, they've only stopped them with big plays. They need a series right here where they can actually legitimately stop them. You know, stop them from gaining yardage.
So Maryville with the ball, they're gonna. Well, he kept it, and maybe a yard or two right there for the quarterback Jones, who got it up to the 44-yard line. As we're in the second period again, along with Greg Phillips filling in for Shelton, Steve Hartline with you. We are in Cleveland. We're being very transparent with you. They had some issues at Maryville. They're actually doing a big construction project. Really did not have room for us for our broadcast that we do, and so our equipment, that sort of thing. So we really appreciate them. We're using their feed, and Greg and I are here at our studios in Cleveland. As Jones will just throw it away, and that was third down. So it looks like we'll see what they do here. What do you think they do? Well, it looks like the punting unit's going to.
Yeah, I think they're going to punt. Maryville is not a team that I talked to. They're just so disciplined. They're not a team that's going to run trick plays. They're not going to try to do anything fancy. If it's fourth down and the analytics say punt, Maryville's going to punt. It's just they're just so so structured in everything they do.
All right. So they are going to punt here. Maryville is. It's going to be Hudson Jamerson. He's a senior kicker, and he will punt it. So Bradley forces a punt, and out of bounds. Let's see. Bradley will have it up about the 17-yard line. It looks like 16-yard line.
Yeah, and Steve, they did exactly what we said they needed to do. They got to stop right there, and let's see if they can get some momentum after that stop.
Yeah, that was just a huge defensive effort for the Bears. Folks, don't forget, tomorrow Tennessee will be at Kentucky. Tomorrow night kickoff 7:45 on Mix 104.1, your home of the Vols for 25 years this year. Presented by TVFCU. Tennessee pregame at 5 o'clock, kickoff 7:45 on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. Free download, mymix1041.com. Well, that's not good there. Phelps is going to be sent back as the defense of Maryville celebrates.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you said he lost the football there, bounced on the ground, and luckily it came back up to him, but he wasn't able to get anything going right there. So he's gonna lose about 7 on that one.
So they did save the possession, so that is good. As Bradley will have it, as you see, back at their own 10-yard line. So Bradley again in a hole here, back deep in their own territory. Second down and long and 17. Pass tipped and intercepted by Maryville. And down to they'll have it at the Bradley 15-yard line. That was a tip pass that Maryville gets, and maybe Fruit Loops, we can look at this again here, because I couldn't tell right off whose hand that was that got in there, Greg.
Yeah, I couldn't tell whose hand it was. Andrew Smith on the interception, but I didn't see who.
It was a Maryville. Look at that. It was a Maryville player there in the middle. So he comes down with it. That is Andrew Smith. as you said, with the interception.
Dax Cole is the one that got 27. Dax Cole is the one that got his hands on the football there.
I tell you, keep your hands up, and that works. So Maryville now a second Bradley turnover, Greg, I think.
Yes, sir.
So down inside the 15, and a big run as Babley again will get it down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, nice run by Babley right there. Both teams 2 turnovers right now, but the Bradley ones have definitely been more costly at this point.
All right, so Maryville moving again down inside the Bradley 10.
Babley's 9th carry thus far here in the first half. 9 carries, 42 yards thus far for Babley.
Wow. 2nd and 5 for the Rebels of Maryville. And this is, as you see, Maryville Stadium here as 2nd and 5. Going to run it right up the middle, and he can walk in. Babley with a touchdown. That's Cohen Babley. He is a senior for Maryville, and Maryville now goes up 13-0.
Yeah, his second touchdown of the night, and it's a big one for them to give them a 2-score lead.
Yeah, that is a big touchdown off the Bradley turnover. So hard to play at Maryville, especially when you're committing turnovers. And so Maryville now on for the extra point, as again the kicker for Maryville is Hudson Jamerson, and it's up and it is good. Timeout on the field, as we'll see a replay here, Greg, on how they scored.
Yeah, just very patient running right there by Babley. He was patient at the line of scrimmage, saw a hole, and then darted through it into the end zone untouched.
Timeout. We'll be back in a moment as Maryville's gone up 14-0 over Bradley on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Back in a moment.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. I left my gas truck a couple years ago when I realized that this mid-sized truck with a diesel engine could pull my trailer with so much more efficiency, and they helped me find it. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
The new fiber network is going to place Cleveland, Tennessee at the forefront of technology. Cleveland is ready for this, and it's going to be a great future. My message to Cleveland, Tennessee is call Cleveland Utility Authority right now to get signed up for the new fiber broadband network that is coming to a neighborhood near you.
All right, back to live action. Reggie Hubbard on a pretty good return there, Greg, but Maryville up 14-0.
Yeah, good field position for Bradley right here. But, Steve, they've had good field position a couple of times. They've got to do something with it. They've got to find a way to move the football. But just as we say they have good field position, there's a penalty flag on the play, and they're going to back them up 10.
All right, so, yeah, there you go. They're going to back up Bradley, as Greg said, 10 yards, along with Greg Phillips, who's in for Shelton this week. Steve Hartline with you. As there's the penalty. Going to be, a block in the back. And so they'll back him up. This most likely is our last TV game of the year. Basically, when we get into the playoffs, that is a state situation with the NFHS. And they've got an exclusive, so we'll see. But at this point, it looks like this most likely will be our last broadcast on TV. Of course, radio coverage continues. Here is a pitch back, and in some trouble, and down he goes. And was that a safety, or did he get out?
I think he was out, and he threw him back into the end zone. So I think you'll spot him at about the 2.
About the 2-yard line there for Bradley. That is Spencer McCooch on the run here.
About minus 5 or 6 on the carry right there.
So he,
again, they went from good field position to looking at they've got the goal line in their shadow now.
Yeah, second down and 16 to go. As you see the score, Maryville up 14-0. We're also tracking scores around the area. That Ray County, McMinn County games also available to you, mixtv.tv. And now I believe we've got a timeout here. And we do. We'll take it with them. Timeout on the field. Again, mixtv.tv. The rivalry games are driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. It's time for a Smith Family McDonald's timeout.
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Visit cleveland-nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
All right, as Bradley again really starting, as you see, in their end zone. Carroll going long here. And that's intercepted, yeah.
Third turnover, second interception.
That is interception by Bryson Barrett for Maryville. And they take over. And Greg, you just feel like here, my goodness, they've got quite an advantage at this point. I'm talking about Maryville at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you feel the game. You feel the game slipping away from Bradley right here. So the way to stop that is a big play, and McIntosh, Westfield, somebody needs to step up big right here and make a play.
So Maryville at the Bradley 43, as Jones will hand it off. This is Babley, just scored 2 touchdowns. He gets it down to the 30, inside the 30-yard line. That is, once again, Cohen Babley. He's that senior running back that, Greg, you talked about prior to the game.
Yeah, 11 carries, 65 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Babley here in the first half. That's not a bad start.
Not a bad start, Greg, here in the first half, as we say. So Maryville, and, we all hear about Maryville. We've heard about them for years and years, and you talked about it, Greg. The consistency that they show.
Yeah, they do the right things. They're disciplined. They're never out of position, and they don't beat themselves.
Babley again, and he's got some room, and he's not gone yet. Now he's gone.
Now he's
gone. This is Cohen Babley. He has scored all 3 touchdowns in this game, and Maryville goes up 20-0. At Maryville over Bradley. And again, you see we've got still 4:15 to go. Now they scored. So extra point coming up. But Greg, you talked about it. I mean, it's such a dangerous point here for Bradley, the way things are going. Hey, do we know anything about his plans in college yet? Talking about Babley?
No, I haven't heard anything about what his college plans are.
Extra point good. And here it is again, quite a run, as you see, from about 30 yards out. Babley, he went through 2, goes around 2 more, stayed on his feet, and scores. And he's got his 3rd touchdown of the night. They've done it on the ground. Timeout on the field, and we'll take it with them on, that's not us there, on mixtv.tv. Back in a moment.
Every job has a schedule, and we're built to keep up. At Wholesale Supply, we power the pros who build, wire, plumb, heat, and light the Southeast. With the top brands in stock, expert support, and 30-plus locations, we keep your job moving and your customers happy. family-owned, service-driven, built for builders, contractors, and our communities. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Cohen Babley, what'd you find out?
Yeah, he's committed to Tennessee Tech. He's a baseball and football player, but decided to quit playing baseball and committed to Tech to play football.
All right, heading to Cookeville. All right,
I lied. He's going to Tech to play baseball and not going to play football. Sorry,
really?
I misread that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Hubbard on the return for Bradley. And Bradley now down 21-0 at Maryville. And again, takes it to 28. We're in Cleveland, Greg Phillips and I. Thanks so much, Fruit Loops and Caden with him. We're at our studios in Cleveland. We're watching the Maryville feed. Really appreciate Kevin White, the Maryville audiovisual teacher there, for hooking this up for us. We were going to go up there tonight, but they have a construction project, which there was just really no room in the end for us, and we're used to that. We shouldn't have told him you were coming. So
I think when you told him that I was coming instead of Shelton, that's kind of what did it.
Yeah. Well, it's probably me, but anyway.
Could have been.
Yeah, not much on the run that time by Hubbard, and so Bradley's got a second down coming up here, as they've got it at about the 22-yard line. Again, tomorrow, Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland welcomes you to a big trunk or treat, 4 until 6 tomorrow afternoon, exit 20 off I-75. Executive Manager Thomas Williams would love to see everybody right there. Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland tomorrow, pass incomplete. May have been tipped at the line there, actually.
Yeah, I think the defensive end, 55, knocked that down. That makes Carroll here 1 of 7 with 2 interceptions for 20 yards here in the first half. Bradley Central right now, Steve, again, this tells it all. Bradley Central has 14 yards with 3 minutes left to go in the first half.
Yep, that does tell it. 3rd and 11 here. As here's Carroll, and incomplete, bring up 4th down. But just another tough offensive series for Bradley. And they're going to bring in the punting unit. So Bradley to punt, as they'll punt it away, as you see the score, down 21-0 with about 3:16 in the first half. Hey, Fruit Loops, I'll tell you what we'll do. After this punt, let's stay here, and let's run the scoreboard and see what's going on around the area. As the punt is going to come down, and Maryville will have it in Bradley territory. Let's check our Warren and Griffin scoreboard, see what's happening. Now, Greg, you normally would be at that Cleveland Hardin Valley game. Look at that.
14-14. That's again. I think everybody expected this to be a really good football game, and again, the winner of this game is sitting in position to be the number 4 seed in the playoffs. So this is a big game for Cleveland. Again, Cleveland hasn't had a great year this year, but this is a huge game for Cleveland. Again, nobody's expecting them to do anything, but if they could sneak these last 3 wins in and make their way into the playoffs, that would be huge for Coach Chris Brown in his first year.
Great story in the Times Free Press about Chris and Cleveland today. Look at Ray County, 27-0 at McMinn County. And by the way, it's been such a tough 24 hours in McMinn County. It's a very, very hard time up there. As we talked about earlier.
And McMinn Central is actually not playing tonight. Their game got postponed.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. As Babley will run it, and not much that time. Do want to? I tell you what. Hey, Fruit, would you go back to that scoreboard, Warren and Griffin scoreboard, if we can? So I want to point a couple of things out there. Look at Meigs County, leading Austin East Look at Ensworth leading Baylor.
That was the one that just caught my eye, Steve, was Ensworth ahead of Baylor 14-0. That's huge.
That's in Chattanooga.
That's at Baylor. That's correct.
Yeah, that's at Baylor. Let me see. Thought another one. Of course, Ray and McMinn, but then we'll come back in a second. Here's a pass and incomplete. So it's going to be third down here for Maryville. So, yeah, a lot of interesting stuff happening tonight. And, Greg, you follow Cleveland normally with Terry Evans on Mix 104.1 radio. And you've watched this team. From what I'm being told, they're maturing as they go along. They're getting better as they go along.
They're super young. They have gotten better. But, Steve, the thing that I love about it, and, again, they're taking on the coach's mentality. I'm a huge Chris Brown fan.
Oh, yeah.
But they're struggling, but they don't quit. They keep playing, and that's what I love about that team is, again, they just keep playing, and they don't have any quit in them.
Let's get this play here. 3rd and 9. As Jones going to pull it down, and short of the first down, will get into Bradley territory at the 49, but he is short of the first. Chris Brown, when I interviewed him before the season at the Cleveland Rotary Club, as a 4th and 1 here, said, hey, I'm more into molding young men than just football players.
100%, and he didn't just say that for the soundbite.
No.
That's who Chris Brown is. When he was at Cleveland the first time. It's when my son Brody was there.
That's right.
And Brody just loved him. And again, Brody wasn't an athlete. He wasn't a football player. But Chris Brown treated him. I mean, just a better man than he is a football coach. And he's a really good football coach.
There you go. 4th down. Yeah, exactly. 4th and 2. And I don't know, maybe they're trying to draw him off sides, but we will have a timeout here. And so for Maryville, they've got a 4th and 2. As you see, they lead 21-0 right here. It's a Smith Family McDonald's timeout. You can take a timeout at Smith Family McDonald's. Of course, all over the area, Mark Smith, and of course, give Mark a hard time. He hosts the panel of experts on the Cleveland broadcast each week and the coaches bench with Smith Family McDonald's, but he does an awful lot, gives back to a lot of community efforts, and so we appreciate that. Hey, here's what's happening on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. It's time for the lineup on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, brought to you by Wholesale Supply Group. We added Rich Eisen, ESPN did, earlier this year, back in September. Of course, Feinbaum, who may or may not be running for Senate, unsportsmanlike. And then The Drive, our local show, presented by Hardee's, Andy Morris, Jacob Mason, Jim Gum. Jim taking your seat tonight with Terry Evans.
I probably won't get it back after Jim, with Jim there with Terry. I probably won't get it back after that, but that's okay.
That's all right. Here's the punt. Maryville now will punt it, as you see. And I guess we've got a whistle. Is that a penalty maybe?
I think another timeout.
A timeout. Another drawback about not being there, but this I'll be honest, folks. I've done this a long time. I've never done it this way, but
so this is the second time I've done it. Terry and I did when Cleveland went to Charlotte Christian.
Yeah.
Terry and I did it from their feed. Last year or year before last?
It was last year.
Yeah. So that was that was so I've done it before, but it's not easy. It's not easy to do at times.
So we told Fruit Loops, we said, hey, if you're going to come to us here, let us know.
Yeah.
As he came to us, you're on the screen there.
Yeah.
Let me sit up now, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Act like humans again.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, so well, here we are.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
What do you do?
I mean, what do you do?
Just wave and
I don't know.
move on.
I don't know. So there it is. Yeah, download the apps right there. The ESPN Cleveland 101.3 app, which has gotten very popular since we've introduced that earlier this year. And Cleveland High School has just gone up on Hardin Valley. Warren and Griffin scoreboard 21-14 with 2:30 left until halftime. Getting that from Jim Gum. who's with Terry Evans on Mix 104.1 tonight. Ray County at McMinn County is also on MixTV.tv, thanks to Bogus Videography. Appreciate them so very much and our partnerships that we have with these schools. So following the timeout, Maryville goes for it on 4th down, and look at that.
To the house.
To the house. That is Beaufort. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Beaufort. Yeah.
Beaufort with the touchdown, and Maryville has just gone up 27-0. And they changed their mind. They were going to punt it, then a timeout, then they went for it, and a touchdown on 4th down.
Yeah, and again, that's Will Jones just getting the ball in the right guy's hands, and like I said earlier about Beaufort can go, and he just took it to the house.
He certainly did, and we have an extra point attempt coming up here for the Rebels of Maryville, and we're seeing in person here, folks, or seeing right here, that is, that they are tough. Well, they're going to pull it down, and this is going for 2, runs it in. He got a 2-point conversion, but I don't know if that was a design play or not. We'll maybe get a replay here in a second because, let's see here. Did he drop it? Did something happen? Or did he just literally was at it's a low snap? I guess that's what it was. I don't think that was designed, was it?
I don't think it was designed, but he sure didn't try to get the ball down. He just took off with it. He was mad that he didn't get the touchdown, so he wanted the 2-point conversion.
There you go. Let's take a break right here. 29-0. You know what? We'll stay here, Fruit Loops. We'll stay here. 29-0 Maryville, 1:17 till halftime. So tough first half for Bradley. But, Greg, early on, some opportunities they had that just, didn't happen.
Yeah, again, two Jones interceptions early in the first quarter, that Bradley got, and they just haven't been able to move the football, and that's obviously that's the difference in this game.
So Maryville will kick off to Bradley, now leading 29-0, and the kickoff here.
Yeah, Steve, Maryville 228 yards, Bradley 14. That's the yardage difference right now. So that's obviously the difference in the game.
All right, back. You said Cleveland. Speaking of Cleveland, they've now Hardin Valley's come back. They've tied Cleveland High School 21-21. 1 minute left in the first half. We're 4 minutes away from 8 p.m. in the East. You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games, which are driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Join us live tomorrow, 4 to 6. Trunk or treat, Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Huge event there tomorrow at exit 20 off I-75, as Bradley will have a 1st and 10 from their 20. And a little screen pass goes nowhere, as brought down on the play is going to be McCooch.
Yeah, I mean, try to get that middle screen going, and just nothing doing there.
So Bradley actually will lose a couple of yards back to the 18, as we're under a minute in the first half. As this is Carroll, going to have some room, and went out of bounds at the 20. Maybe the 27-yard line.
I thought he had a few more yards in him right there, Steve. If he cuts that up, I thought he had a few more yards there before going out of bounds.
I think you're right. But ball up to the 26 on a 3rd and 5 for the Bears. Again, you see we're in the second quarter with 41 seconds until halftime. Carroll, he can move. And he slides in for a first down. So a first for Bradley. Clock moves, and I believe Bradley's out of timeouts.
Steve, that's their second first down of the first half.
Is that right?
Yeah.
My goodness. So there's a timeout. Timeout on the field with 25 seconds to go here until halftime. And again, it's a Smith Family McDonald's timeout. We'll just stay here I tell you, hey, Fruit Loops, let's throw up the scoreboard again. Yeah, there you go. There's our Warren and Griffin scoreboard. As you see now, Cleveland and Hardin Valley tied 21. That's at Hardin Valley tonight. That game on Mix 104.1 now. Walker Valley's at Sequatchie County. That is an 8 o'clock Eastern time start, so they've not even kicked off yet. They're about to.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention, that's what you see that one sitting at 0-0, and that's why that one hasn't kicked off yet.
You see Ray and McMinn County racing up 27-0. All right. After the second first down of the half, there's a drop pass by Bradley, and specifically by 88. That's Brady Lewis out there, the tight end. Also the kicker.
Yeah, you got to again, when you're playing Maryville, when you're playing anybody, you got to make those easy catches like that. Catch it first, and then turn upfield and try to get yardage.
All right, so about the 32-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Bears. You see the clock moving till halftime. Carroll passes incomplete again to Lewis, and that's 2 in a row he's had trouble with. So,
yeah, just that Bradley just can't get anything positive. Can't get anything positive going.
All right, so we've got a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 10 for the Bears, still at their own 32. And of course, halftime festivities coming up from Maryville, and we'll see what they do on 3rd and 10. Bradley's going to run it. And maybe a couple of yards there up the middle. Not much more than that. I think that's Lewis again. It is. So just under 5 seconds.
Maryville called a timeout. They're going to make Bradley punt it.
My goodness, on 4th down. So they want to run
brutal.
back? Is that what they want?
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Oh, man. So, yeah, timeout. Goodness.
They want Beaufort to get one chance at it here.
I think you're right. So Maryville calls the Smith Family McDonald's timeout. Hey, folks, don't forget, join Mix 104.1 Radio. We got a bunch of live broadcasts happening tomorrow, including, there it is, the trunk or treat right there at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Joe Cook, radio legend, will be out there for us 4 to 6 at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. As you see, free candy, costumes, wear them if you want.
Am I too old to participate?
All ages, and you're already in costume.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So
stay in costume.
Stay in costume. You and Shelton, guarantee you. Here's our punt with USS. Hello, Neil Scott. As the punt, boy, he got in there, but he got it away here, and that, I think, is, yeah, that's going to end the half. So first half is now in the books. Maryville 29, Bradley nothing. Now, yeah, the refs are now, well, they're standing around there, Greg. I don't know. They're not running to the locker room. Now they're talking about it.
I'm trying to figure out if they want to let Maryville run one more play or not.
I think you're right. So, hang on. It's not the half, although there are zeros on the scoreboard.
They told them to put a half second back on the clock. They're going to let Maryville run one play.
So, a half second.
Because that's what they needed.
Yeah, I tell you. So, yeah, well, look at that. So, Maryville at the Bradley 49. Do you think they have a play for a situation like this?
I think the last play they ran was at almost the same yard line.
Oh, man.
You throw a screen pass to Beaufort and let him work his magic.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, their last play was a 52-yard touchdown by Beaufort.
All right. So Maryville will have one more play before the half. This is as you see, a first down, half a second to go. Jones going long. Are you kidding me? I couldn't see it.
I thought Bradley had knocked it down.
I did too. I thought the ball was down.
Oh, my goodness.
You saw it, folks, right there. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
They let him get behind him.
Look at this. This is going to be a touchdown. I can't believe it. Boom. It's like it went through his arm.
Yeah.
Can you rewind that just a little bit, Fruit? Just a little bit. Look what is it? Look at this. Watch where the ball is. Okay, right there. Stop, please. And then, right. Look at this. Look at it. Almost went. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that almost went through him.
Yeah, it's like he was trying to knock it down and basically just missed it.
That is incredible. They had they got their half second and they got their touchdown. I mean, and again, we're in Cleveland. We're watching the Maryville feed, so some of this stuff, that's a high snap, but they're going to get it down and put up the extra point. So some of this stuff is hard for us to see. We're watching it, really, folks, along with you. But we do appreciate Maryville High School and their feed. So it's halftime, and Maryville has now gone up 36-0, which means it will be a running clock when we come back in the third quarter. A tough first half for Bradley. All right, let's take a break. Back with more MixTV.tv, the rivalry games, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Back in a moment.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. I left my gas truck a couple years ago when I realized that this mid-sized truck with a diesel engine could pull my trailer with so much more efficiency, and they helped me find it. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
The new fiber network is going to place Cleveland, Tennessee at the forefront of technology. Cleveland is ready for this, and it's going to be a great future. My message to Cleveland, Tennessee is call Cleveland Utility Authority right now to get signed up for the new fiber broadband network that is coming to a neighborhood near you.
Every job has a schedule, and we're built to keep up. At Wholesale Supply, we power the pros who build, wire, plumb, heat, and light the Southeast. With the top brands in stock, expert support, and 30-plus locations, we keep your job moving and your customers happy. Family-owned, service-driven, built for builders, contractors, and our communities. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
So what did you name her? Sophia.
Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Right now you're wondering, what's next? Well, Lee University specializes in helping you find your next path. Your education. Your calling. Your faith. Wherever you feel led, we know you can make a difference. That's why your Lee family will be with you to guide the way. No matter what twists and turns lie ahead, you can expect something great from Lee University.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
You're watching the Rivalry Games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. It's time now for tonight's halftime show, sponsored by District Attorney Stephen Hatchett.
It is halftime. That is Maryville High School, where they're getting ready for halftime. That is, it's been all Maryville, obviously, if you have been watching us this evening. Again, all Maryville. The score 36-0 as the Rebels lead Bradley. Bradley at Maryville tonight as they get set up for halftime. Our halftime programming is, our halftime report is presented by the District Attorney's Office, District Attorney General Stephen Hatchett. And Stephen Hatchett, District Attorney General, invites everyone. He is a sponsor of the Downtown Halloween Block Party 1 week from tonight, as a matter of fact. Because of that, and I want to make sure everybody knows this, and we'll be underscoring that on Mix 104.1 and all of our stations this coming week, but Bradley and Cleveland will both play Thursday night.
Correct.
Walker Valley will play Friday night.
Correct.
So we'll talk about that. All right, so Greg, just for a moment, just for a moment, I want to talk about, hello everybody, before we talk about that, if you're just joining us, it's a little different tonight. We are actually in our studios here at Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv, of course, ESPN Cleveland 101.3, and Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. So we're in our studios. Maryville is doing the school is doing a construction project where our broadcast would have been set up, so we couldn't go. We really appreciate Maryville High School. They're letting us use their feed. Kevin White is the audio-visual teacher there, and this is a student-led production. So, hey, we're just glad to be able to bring it to you any way we can. Greg, this first half just obviously just all one-sided.
All Maryville. Steve, the big thing that stands out, I was just looking at the stats, just Bradley had 27 yards in the first half. Maryville, after that catch at the half, 277 yards in the first half. I mean, Maryville had 2 turnovers, but Bradley couldn't do anything with them. Bradley had 3 turnovers, and Maryville had 3 touchdowns off of those 3 turnovers. Just all Maryville, just Maryville doing Maryville things.
And I tell you, Greg, as we've come to this point of the season, it's the next to last week of the year. Let's break down what we know now as of tonight. Let's talk first about Bradley. What's Bradley looking at as far as postseason?
So again, I'm going to make the assumption that they're going to lose this one. So Bradley's going to end up as the number 3 seed in the region. So they'll travel. And it's a little bit different this year because the first round of the playoffs, I think they'll travel north to Johnson City, Dobbins Bennett, one of those up there. And then if you make it out of the first round, it actually kind of switches. This group goes to Middle Tennessee. Something along. I'm not sure exactly how the second round is going to work. But
it's a change this year.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a change this year. But the first round they would go probably Dobbins Bennett or Sides Hill, which is typically what you do. So Bradley's going to be the number 3 seed next week in what's going to be a phenomenal game. Undefeated Oak Ridge will play one loss Maryville for the region championship. Obviously, Maryville's one loss was to Alcoa the first game of the season. They're on a 7-game winning streak since then. So what a game that's going to be next week with Maryville and Oak Ridge playing.
All right, so we talked about Cleveland earlier. Let's talk about Walker Valley. Walker Valley, they have just kicked off a few minutes ago, and they're in Sequatchie County, Sequatchie on Central Time. Tell me about Walker Valley.
So this is a non-district game for them. So this,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's always an important game.
Yeah.
And Sequatchie County's number 5 or 6 in the state in 3A. So this is going to be a good contest for Walker Valley. Or again, you would think that it would be because Sequatchie County's pretty good. But at this point, Walker Valley will play Ray County next week. Walker Valley wins, they're the number 1 seed. If they lose, I think they're still the number 2 seed. That you get into, I can't remember what Ray County's record is, but I think they still end up being the number 2 seed because I think Ray County lost to McMinn County, right? Do I remember that
Ray's
right?
playing McMinn right now.
Ray's playing
that's
McMinn.
tonight.
So okay, I'll take that back.
No.
So it'll be a 3-way tie. So it'll be a 3-way tie for the for that. So that'll be and again when you get to that 3-way tie, East Hamilton was beaten by Walker Valley. If Ray County was to beat Walker Valley would have been beat by Ray County, and then East Hamilton beat Ray County.
Yeah.
So,
Walker Valley beat McMinn too. So
right. But they
yeah.
all of them would have one loss so the 3 of them would have one loss in the region. So
Yeah.
then it'll go to all those different tiebreakers and all that. So Walker Valley's in the playoffs, and again they just need to take care of business next week against Ray County, be the number 1 seed, and have 2, possibly 3 home games before they have to travel anywhere.
And I think a lot of people are surprised now talking about Cleveland High School that they could still get in the playoffs. And let me, before I have you talk about that, I will say you're seeing the band here. This is the Maryville band. We do not have audio. We only have video, and that, we're glad to have that. But we do not have audio, so that's why we're not stopping and playing the bands. But the feed we have from Maryville, we have visual. I want to make sure everyone knows that. We're not, making a decision here not to play the band. So, Greg, let's talk Cleveland High again. Like I said, they got their first win last week. You and Terry Evans are the play-by-play team for them on Mix 104.1. Hey, they're tied right now at Hardin Valley, 21-21 at the half. Talk about Cleveland High School as we go along these last 2 weeks.
So as crazy as this sounds, Cleveland High School they still control their own destiny for a playoff spot.
It's amazing.
As crazy as that sounds, with one win, the way it's worked out. They played Bearden last week. Neither one of them had won a game. Cleveland came out, played well against Bearden. They beat Bearden. They're ahead. Last I heard, 21-14 against Hardin Valley right now.
They're tied now.
Oh, it's tied now. So if they win that game, then they will play Maryville. They'll play Farragut, who is not the same Farragut team that you expect. They would play Farragut on next Thursday. Mm-hmm. Terry and I will have that game next Thursday. They would play them. The winner of that game is in the playoffs.
So is that at Cleveland?
It's at Cleveland.
Wow.
So they would play Farragut at Cleveland, and if Cleveland wins that game, they would be the number 4 seed in the playoffs, which is crazy.
We've heard of other teams having 3 wins and going to the playoffs. That's happened before.
Absolutely.
And I want to say Cleveland High School did that in the past. I can't quite remember that, but I know it's happened before.
Well, what happened before is they had broken it apart so much. A lot of these districts only had 4 teams in them.
That's right.
So you've had some teams that just had like 1 win that were making the playoffs. So it's definitely happened before. But again, it would Cleveland's probably if they get into playoffs, they're probably going to have to go to Dobbins-Bennett, and again, that's any year that's hard. But Dobbins-Bennett 7-1 this year, really good football team. But again, just for them to have come that far and been able to do that would be such momentum for them. Again, not going up there expecting to beat somebody, but it would just be great momentum for them going into 2026.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. All right, so along with Greg Phillips, Steve Hartline, you're looking at a live picture of Maryville High School. Again, we cannot thank them enough. The AV teacher there is Kevin White. Kevin has made this possible. Again, big thanks to the athletic director there, Chris Harris. the administration at Maryville. They've been very good to us. We were not able to be there. They're doing a big construction project, so we couldn't be there in person, but they did provide this feed, and we really appreciate it. You got audio now? Let's do it, Fruit. Let's listen to the Maryville band. We now have audio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Maryville High School Rivalry Marching Band.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
So what did you name her? Sophia.
Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM. You're watching the rivalry games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. It's time now for tonight's halftime show, sponsored by District Attorney Stephen Hatchett.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It's time for our Future Stars, brought to you by ATS The Bridge and Wright Brothers Construction. And they want to make sure that these young people that you're seeing right here, these future stars, these pictures from the youth leagues of Cleveland and Bradley, that they are protected. ATS The Bridge is continuing their efforts under the direction of Zandra Welsh, the executive director, and our board of directors, founded by Steve Wright, Wright Brothers Construction, that they are continued to be protected. That's why we do what we do. We appreciate the pictures submitted by the youth leagues of Walker Valley, Bradley Central, and Cleveland High Schools, as this is what it's all about, are these young people. And ATS The Bridge, we are privileged. I am personally on the board of ATS The Bridge, and I'm honored to be there. And Greg, these are the future stars of our community.
And not just athletes, Steve. The future stars of our community, and our future, future leaders, our future community leaders, and things like that. That's how we have to view these kids, and that's why they need to be protected, and why we have to do the things that we do to make sure they get to be kids for one thing, and then become great adults.
All right, so here, as you look at a live picture, they're about to start playing again at Maryville High School. Bradley at Maryville, 36-0. Bradley trailing Maryville here. And you got maybe a few stats or something you want to go over here, Greg Phillips, at this point.
Yeah, let me run through the scoring, and I'll give some quick stats as well. So, Babley started the scoring off for Maryville with a 3-yard run. Jamerson with the extra point to lead 7-0, and that was there was no scoring in the first quarter, interestingly enough. So they put up 36 points in the second quarter. I just looked at that and realized that. So I'm kind of going to get a little repetitive here. Babley with a 10-yard run, Jamerson with the extra point. Babley with a 28-yard run, Jamerson with the extra point. Will Jones to Beaufort for a 52-yard touchdown, and Babley, I think, was upset that he didn't get to run it in, so he did the 2-point conversion, ran it in to make the lead 29-0, and then with a half second left in the half, Will Jones to Beaufort again for a 49-yard pass, and Jamerson with the extra point. So we were at 36-0 at the end of the first quarter. So for Bradley. Braden Carroll was 2 of 11 for 19 yards and 2 interceptions. Bradley had 10 carries for 8 yards in the first half. For Maryville, Will Jones was 9 of 12, 157 yards and two touchdowns and 2 interceptions. So struggled a little bit in the first half early, but then got it together. 20 rushes for 120 yards in the first half for Maryville. Babley was 12 for 93 to carry most of the load there, and then of the 157, Torrey Beaufort was 5 catches, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first half for Maryville. Faust also had 3 catches for 27 yards.
Greg Phillips, great job on the halftime stats. It's our halftime show, which is brought to you by District Attorney General Stephen Hatchett. All right, 36-0 Maryville. They're going to kick it off to Bradley. Bradley had won the toss before the game and deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball here. It is going to be a running clock now, as because Maryville is up at least 35 points. So again, it will be a running clock. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I've tried to be we're trying to be very transparent and upfront. Greg and I are calling this game, watching it along with you. We are in Cleveland. We're at our studios tonight. This feed is courtesy of Maryville High School, and we appreciate them for doing it very much. Bradley will get it down to Hubbard on the return to open the second half and get just across the 15-yard line.
Yeah, again, Bradley just needs something positive to happen here, Steve. They need to come out, try to get something positive to happen here. And again, I think at this point, you really want to, you really maybe even want to establish a running game here. Just to, again, you want to come out of this game with something positive. So they don't need to just come out and just start throwing it. They need to come out and run their offense and try to do something here to give themselves some momentum to go into next week.
Yeah, because, as we've chronicled quite a bit here tonight, this is the next to last week of the regular season. Bradley will play Thursday night, as you see a run here. Going to cross the 15 and get shoved back. They play Thursday night. Remind me, I've lost it. Greg, who do they play? I can't even remember.
I knew you were going to ask me
that.
Goodness. Give me just one second.
Sorry.
No. You keep talking and give me a second to find it.
I can keep talking. I think you know that. I think you know that by now. But Bradley will play on Thursday night. And so my point in all of that wasn't really about the next team, but the
Bearden.
That's right, Bearden. That's right. That's right. And they're up there because they've already had all their home games. As we see, this is going to be Carroll running with it. Not much there. But Bradley will be in the playoffs. And so, yeah, you talk about mindset. I mean, you just move on from this. And like you said, try to take something positive.
Yeah. And again, Bearden is after this game, Bearden is a really good get-right game for Bradley Central to kind of level set again, get some guys healthy, and come out and beat Bearden handily and set the ship right going into the playoffs.
Here's a 3rd and 2. Carroll going to have it. Pass is incomplete, and that's been an issue tonight too, where basically just a lot of drop balls. That time it's McCooch with a drop there. And in all fairness, we are not there, so we didn't see the whole play, but we could see the end of that. So 4th down here.
Yeah, again, they've had a lot of balls hit their receivers in the hands tonight, and just weren't able to make the plays. And again, like we said, you can't make mistakes against a team as solid and as good as Maryville. You have to make every play to have a chance to win.
So Bradley will punt to Maryville, and you see the score here. And you wonder how long starters are going to be left in for Maryville, as the punt will come down. And I think Maryville's going to have a really good field position, it looks like, right here. All right, let's take a break. 30-second timeout. MixTV.tv. We're back in a moment.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, home of the lifetime warranty. I-75 exit 20 and cleveland-nissan.com.
Big trunk or treat there tomorrow. Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland 4 until 6 as Maryville is going to run the ball. And Greg, I do believe we're going to have some new players in for Maryville.
Yeah, that's Benton Campbell on the carry right there. So Maryville, again, just a classy program. They're not trying to blow anybody out. So they've already brought in their second team here. They're going to run their offense, but they're going to run it with their second team.
And that makes a lot of sense. Up 36-0 over Bradley, as it is a running clock at 30 points. The clock runs in high school football in Tennessee. We'll also be keeping up with the scores. And a reminder, Hardy's Friday Night Blitz after the games tonight, not only this game but the Cleveland game, which of course we're very, very interested in on our Warren and Griffin scoreboard. They should be starting the third. Of course, they will be behind us because of this running clock here. So Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, which is Greg Phillips and Stephen Shelton's first assignment. That was the first thing you did, wasn't it?
That was the first thing we did.
What, 22 years?
22, yeah.
Was it? I think it was 03, wasn't it? 04?
Yeah, we started in 03, and I did it for I think about 17 years. 17 years I did it.
Yeah. Then
Stephen did it for about 12, 12, and I did it for about 3 or 4 more.
Oh yeah. And now it is Andy Jenkins and Jim Gum. Jim in for you on radio with Terry tonight. As you see here, this is a run for Maryville. That is going to be Ty Tomberlin. He is a junior, 5'10", 180 running back. But Hardy's Friday Night Blitz will wrap up all the scores, plus your phone calls after the game. So Maryville down to the 20-yard line of Bradley. Again, they lead 36-0. Oh, they're going to try a field goal. Cleveland Exteriors. Hello, Don Jacobson. He watches every week. Cleveland Exteriors, over 52 years of serving our community. Going to have a brand new location very soon on Highway 64. Visit clevelandexteriors.com. Here's the field goal try, and it's blocked. And down he goes at the 30-yard line. So the field goal unsuccessful, and that was Babley.
Jamerson on the. It was
Jamerson. I'm sorry,
Jamerson on the kick.
Jamerson on the kick. So, well, Bradley, a good defensive play there.
Yeah, great play right there for Bradley, and then now they'll get the ball starting at about the 30-yard line and see if they can do something with it.
Hey, Fruit, can you check the scoreboard here in a second? Let's run this play and then we'll check it. The Warren and Griffin scoreboard. As first down and 10 to go for Bradley, up at their own 30-yard line. As Bradley will run it. And for Bradley there is going to be Phelps. And we've really not heard much from him. Let's go to the scoreboard now. So you see Cleveland still tied. Hardin Valley, such an important game, as Greg's been telling us, for Cleveland High School. Look at that. Walker Valley scoreless at Sequatchie in the second quarter.
Yeah. Steve, another interesting game that's not on the board here. Dobbins Bennett at 7-1. I've talked about Bearden, and Bearden hadn't won. 7-7 in the third quarter.
With Bearden?
Bearden and Dobbins.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a surprise. And Phelps still on his feet, fighting down there, and getting it down, it looks like, they got to the 40. That's a first down, so we get a Bradley first down. It hasn't happened much tonight.
Yeah, their third first down.
I was going to guess that. So their third Quantum Sports first down. Hello, Mark Stewart. Folks, got to check out Quantum Sports, that collectible and cards and all that stuff. They're big-time items next to Elder's Ace Hardware. As Lewis is going to run it. Get down about the 43. Brady Lewis on the run. He's also the punter for Bradley. See, clock moves, a running clock here. As Maryville, the big lead. This is at Maryville again. This is the Maryville student-led audio-visual class, and I gotta tell them they're doing a great job Kevin White's their teacher, doing a tremendous job. We really appreciate their cooperation. We weren't able to be there because of a construction project they're doing up there, so this is the next best thing. There's a good run that time for Hubbard, as Reggie Hubbard, a good run, the senior for Bradley, and gets it up. That's a first down, I think. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it is. That's a first down.
Yeah, that's Cantrell into the game playing quarterback for. No, I'm sorry, Cook into.
Well, no.
I thought Cantrell came in and was playing quarterback, but no, that's still Braden Carroll. My bad on that.
Yeah. Again, it's tough when you're not there, as that's an incomplete pass down on the left-hand side. 2.5 to go, third period and counting. So you can also watch Ray County at McMinn County on mixtv.tv. Appreciate Bogus Videography and there in Athens. We've got a lot of partners, a lot of schools partner with us on these feeds, and we appreciate it so much. But folks, all those feeds are at mixtv.tv. The audio, the best thing to do, download the Mix 104.1 app. Good run that time by Brady Lewis. Strong run up the middle, Greg.
Yeah, running really hard right there. Able to get about 8 yards on that, and just solid downhill running by Brady Lewis.
But folks, download the Mix 104.1 app. It's the easiest way to follow scores, listen, and watch all of our video and audio feeds. MyMix1041.com. You can do it right now. Here is Carroll around the corner. Is going to have some room. And he gets down inside the 30, down to about the 24-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, nice job right there on the option right there. He pulled it back and was able to get good yardage for the first down.
26-yard line for Bradley. And, yeah, so they're getting a rash of first downs here. Now, this is, to be fair, Maryville has, as Greg's told us, put in their second team. That's a classy move by Maryville, and so already up as they are. As Bradley will throw, pass complete, and close to another first down is Lewis on the catch. So we're under a minute in the third quarter on the running clock. As that's, and your folks, you're looking at the Bradley side. That's the Bradley visitor side is what we're facing here on the screen. I don't know if they're going to let it go or not. Of course, we can't see the play clock from here, but no, they're going to have to run a play at 10 seconds, third period. And they'll run it here with Hubbard and not much. And that's going to do it. 3 quarters in the books. Maryville 36, Bradley nothing. We'll be back for the final period on mixtv.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Go see our friends at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland tomorrow. Their big trunk or treat, 4 to 6. Back in a moment.
So what did you name her? Sophia.
Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia, I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
This is the Rivalry Games, presented by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, live on mixtv.tv.
Now this is a fourth quarter tradition, Greg, at Maryville. Look at that. That looks like a haunted house.
And that's kind of what it's been tonight for Bradley Central is a haunted house. I mean, again, it's just such a hard place to play. It's just kind of down in a hole. You've got, and again, you referenced all those championship banners that are over there. That's a little intimidating when you walk in and see. I think it's 18 state championships. That's a little intimidating.
It's a little intimidating. Let's see some changes here. We'll do that in just a second. We'll go back after the play here. So there's going to be a running clock in the fourth period. Bradley, though, has it down at the Maryville 20. Looks like about the 27, maybe 28-yard line. And Carroll's still in there at quarterback. He's going to be shoved back. Let's hit the scoreboard again if we can, Fruit Loops. So Meigs County jumped out at 19-0 lead. McMinn County has scored there. Baylor, look at that. They've gone up, Greg, on Innsworth.
Wow.
21-14. Macaulay big on MBA. As you see there, Walker Valley still scoreless second quarter at Sequatchie. That's a Central Time game. They kicked off at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Oneida now leads Polk County, it looks like. So I think that's Ottawa, big lead over Lenoir City. Here is Carroll over the middle. Pass complete. And Bradley will have right there in the red zone, Hubbard on the catch. Great pass, the best offensive play of the night probably, down to the 5-yard line. Here it is again, Greg.
Yeah, really, Carroll just sat in the pocket and fed Hubbard that play right there. Not really nice throw and nice catch.
All right, so Bradley trying to score for the first time tonight down at the Maryville 5-yard line. And as they set up now, they have brought in here. This is Tucker Cook at quarterbacks. They do have Cook in. They're going to hand it to Lewis. Walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Bradley. Brady Lewis with a touchdown, and it's the game's first score for the Bears. As now Maryville's lead 36-6. As Brady Lewis, the big run, Greg.
Yeah, nice job by Lewis right there, and he's here in the second half again against the Maryville second team, but he's running downhill and that the nice run right there and running hard.
Extra point is up and good. So Bradley gets on the scoreboard with a touchdown, as we'll see it again as we go to break. As Cook in, and the handoff to Lewis. And a touchdown. So it is Maryville 36, Bradley 7. Let's take a break. Back in a moment. MixedTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
to a better you.
With the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance.
My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
All right, back to live action. Bradley scores, Greg, for the first time tonight.
Yeah, again, nice drive right there by Bradley, and really kind of set the tone going down the field. A nice pass to Hubbard to make it first and goal from Carroll, and then Brady Lewis punches it into the end zone.
All right, so Maryville ball, and they're going to have it run back. Pretty good run back, still on his feet. Out across the 45 and down to about the 48. Run back that time by Calvin Stenson. He's a junior. As Stenson on the run back. And looking at some more of the scores, our Warren and Griffin scoreboard tonight. East Hamilton also leads Saudi Daisy 21-0. 21-0. That was the Channel 3, our news partners, Local 3, their Football Friday morning broadcast was at Saudi Daisy earlier this morning. So Maryville back in action here on offense, as going to run the ball, and that is going to be Campbell, and not much there.
Steve, I saw that Hardin Valley had taken the lead on Cleveland 28-21.
All right. So Hardin Valley has the lead. As Greg told us earlier, Cleveland High School could still make the playoffs, but they'd have to win out. Win tonight at Hardin Valley, and then next week over Farragut. And, of course, we're rooting for that to happen. Maryville the ball here. Their quarterback is number 9, Tyler Sigmund, is the quarterback in there. Little screen play. He's got some room. Still got some room. Still on his feet at the 20. Look at that. That play made there by 23, Brenton Campbell. That's a good play, Greg.
Yeah, really, really nice run right there by Campbell. So he did a nice job of following his blockers right there, and getting, I think it was about a 42-yard run.
So Campbell puts Maryville back in a great position here. They're down, as you see, at about the 18-yard line of Bradley. Quantum Sports first down and 10 to go. Sigmund will hand it off. And down inside the 15, about the 13-yard line for Maryville there.
Tomberlin.
Is that who it is? Ty Tomberlin, junior. A lot of juniors on this unit here.
Yeah, there are, and again, you said, Maryville just continues to rebuild, so you're playing a lot of seniors, and a lot of juniors are sitting back kind of waiting. Quite a few sophomores as well. A lot of juniors playing, but again, that's just, when you commit to play with Maryville football, you're probably not going to play as a freshman and a sophomore. You're going to come and play your junior and senior year.
And you know that going in, and that unbelievable tradition. Big run. That's a touchdown, Maryville, as Maryville will score. And that is Cash Tucker. Cash is a sophomore. And Tucker with the score. And so Maryville goes up 42-7, pending the extra point. It's a good run.
Yeah, nice run by Cash right there.
Yeah, as Greg said, I mean, a team like this, they just reload. And the extra point is up, and it is good. 43-7. Here's that run again. Cash. Money.
To the house.
Back in a moment.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Man, how about that John Davis? Good Lord, that picture. Easy as 1, 2, 3, I guess. All right, so Maryville lead 43-7 over Bradley. Folks, after the game, don't forget you can mixtv.tv for Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. And that'll be after the games, the Bradley and Cleveland games, Walker Valley and Central Time at Sequatchie County. We'll have the World Series Game 1 on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 after Bradley football. Hubbard's still on his feet on the kickoff, but he's going to go down. What do you make of the World Series Dodgers Blue Jays, Greg?
Blue Jays are just happy to be there.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be happy they made it. that Dodgers team is just again, it's just they're just unreal. I mean, at every position.
They lead 1-0 in the middle of the second. They're in Toronto tonight. So again, when this game is over on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, we'll have the World Series, and that's also driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Along with Greg Phillips, Steve Hartline. Greg in for Shelton tonight. We are on MixTV.tv. We are in Cleveland. We are in our studios. We're calling this watching the Maryville video feed, and we appreciate Maryville High School. Kevin White is the AV teacher up there, and his student-led crew's done a tremendous job tonight. Can't thank them enough. We wanted to be there, but they have a construction project going at Maryville on the visitor side. We simply were not able to do it, and we just got our first score on Walker Valley there at Sequatchie County.
2-0. An RBI double by Roman Yulo to get the lead 2-0.
Bradley's got a man out there, long pass, but incomplete. Yeah, so and you see, hey, Fruit, if you go back to the scoreboard, Warren and Griffin's scoreboard, where Greg mentioned this, you mentioned this a second ago, Hardin Valley has taken the lead over Cleveland.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, up 28-21. So, again, I hope Cleveland gets a score right here and can somehow squeak out a win at Hardin Valley.
Yeah, that would be good. That game on Mix 104.1 Radio. Terry Evans, Jim Gum, of course, Gary Owenby and RC Talent calling this game. You're watching Bradley at Maryville on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Andy Morris, Jacob Mason on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1 for Walker Valley at Sequatchie County. And not much on the run. It's back to a running clock after the Maryville touchdown. So this fourth quarter will fly by here. We're already down about 5 minutes, and we'll have a post game, and then that will be that. Just a reminder: Bradley Bearden in Knoxville Thursday night. Cleveland home to Farragut Thursday night. Both teams playing because of Halloween being next Friday night. And then Walker Valley will play on Halloween night at home against Ray County. We'll have all of those games on our 3 radio stations. Tucker Cook pass is complete. Good catch out there. So Cook in the game, and the catch made, let's see here. That is 16. That is Terrell Golston, the sophomore, with a catch. Bradley has it. That was fourth down play. They have it at their own 41.
Yeah, it was a nice throw by Cook right there.
It really was. So here, 43-7. Bradley the ball. Maryville the lead. Cook, the quarterback, going long again. Down the right side and incomplete. Intended once again for Golston. Clock moves under 4 minutes in the game. So this is the next to last week of the season. Of course, next week the finale, Halloween week. And then the playoffs begin 2 weeks from tonight.
We're talking playoffs.
Playoffs? What?
Playoffs.
So it'll be, a couple of weeks from the night. Bradley going to run it and get up near the 45 on the run that time. Number 4, Padden Parker Price. How about that?
That's a mouthful.
Got a lot of consonants there, a lot of alliteration, I guess.
Yeah.
Junior for Bradley.
Trying to challenge you.
I guess so, and thank you for that, folks. That's good. 3rd and 7. Bears in Maryville. Here's the pass from Cook. And it's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And the clock continues to run, so this one's going to go quick. Cut probably 3 or 4 more plays is about all that'll happen here.
Yep, and of course, we're going to continue to monitor the other scores. Cleveland in that tight one up in Hardin Valley. Walker Valley at Sequatchie County. Pass incomplete. And we got a flag on the play.
It's the first time we've seen a flag.
That is.
That's only the third penalty of the game.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we did it. Yeah, that's right. We did it. So, yeah.
I take that back. It's the fourth penalty. I missed one on a kickoff.
Going to get a pass interference on Maryville here.
Look at that mustache by that official, though.
Yeah, that's strong.
That's a strong mustache.
It really is. Under 2 minutes in the game, and you see Maryville, they are, needless to say, they're excited.
Yeah, rightfully so. Again, big win for Maryville here as they'll prepare next week for Oak Ridge and what will be just a barn burner of a game.
Oh, man. Just what a matchup in the final week of the season. And you see, folks, I mean, we look at this here and just as a Crawford's Pharmacy crowd shot there, but yeah, I mean, they've just got so much passion up there, so much tradition. As Greg said, 18 state championships.
And that game next week is on this field.
Oh, it is at Maryville.
Yeah,
okay.
It's at Maryville.
Pass complete. Bradley will get it down to the 15. Good play there. And the catch made there by, again, well, that's Terry Goldston on the pass reception. Under a minute in the fourth period, and we are at 9 o'clock Eastern time. I don't have to do a legal ID. We're not on the radio. We're just on MixTV.tv. So there you go. Pass incomplete, but the clock will continue to move. As there's Brian Copeland making a nice catch on the sideline in the background. Hello, Brian Copeland.
That was a nice catch.
Look at Brian, man. He can still move. Come on. Stop talking about it.
He needs to be out there playing.
Yeah, Brian. Come on, Copelands. All right, 20 seconds. Here's Cook over the middle. Pass is incomplete, but that may do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. And if I'm four right there, I'm gonna go back and have a conversation with Cook after that throw, getting him set up right there.
Final score: Maryville 43, Bradley 7, and that is it. It was a second half of a running clock in this game. Now we may have something happening here. Hang on. Is there a penalty?
I think we can just let this go.
I don't know
at this score.
I'm not sure what's going on here. There must have been a penalty. Of course, we're not there. We can't see everything. They're going to put 2.5 on. They must. I'm really not sure what happened.
As am I not sure.
I mean, you almost have to have a penalty. You can't end the game on a penalty. So
yeah, or somebody called a timeout. Surely Damon didn't call a timeout.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe to set this play up here. Yeah. Again, it's very hard when you're not there in person. Pass, and that is incomplete. And that will be the ball game. So 43-7 the final. Bradley loses at Maryville. And we're going to take a quick timeout and come back. It'll be our post-game show brought to you by Cleveland Tire Center. And we'll come back. Let's just take a 30-second break here, Fruit Loops. 30 seconds. Back in a moment.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM. You're watching the Cleveland Tire Center postgame show on MixTV.tv. Visit Cleveland Tire Center on North Lee Highway or shop online at BestOneTire.com.
Oh, Andy Thompson, hello, buddy. Cleveland Tire Center, the name says it all. All right, Greg, let's go to you for our Hardy's highlights.
Yeah, again, they're showing some turnovers right here at the first of the game. I mean, you had 3 plays, 3 turnovers there at one point, and then that kind of got a little bit sloppy to start the game, and then Maryville found their footing. So that's Babley into the end zone. Another interception here by Braden Carroll. 3 turnovers for Bradley Central, 2 for Maryville. So that sets up another touchdown for Babley, a 10-yard touchdown by Babley. He had 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion in the game. And here's his 3rd touchdown, 28-yard run. All Maryville tonight. Beautiful play right here by Beaufort. Takes a screen pass 52 yards to the house, and then. Nope. I forgot about the 2-point conversion where Babley was mad that he didn't get a touchdown. And then here with a half second left to go in the half, Jones drops a dime into Beaufort's hand.
That's one of the plays of the year, to be honest with you, that we've seen all year.
Yeah. Here's a highlight for Bradley Hubbard with a nice catch right there. Hubbard had 3 catches, 54 yards tonight. He's kind of the lone bright spot, and Brady Lewis with the touchdown after that catch. And then here's Cash getting the TD, cashing it in.
And that is that, as again, Maryville the big win, 43-7 over Bradley. All right, time now, Greg, for our George Gray Allstate Insurance Good Hands catch of the game. And we're going to go back to what we thought truly was the one of the catches of the year right here.
Yeah, what concentration by Beaufort on this catch. I mean, just to hold his head all the way through and watch that ball all the way in for the touchdown. What a catch!
That is amazing. That truly was an amazing play right there. And I'm going to go over to you, Greg, because let's get our Mayfield Dairy star of the game, Mayfield Dairy, which of course we appreciate them so much.
Well, there's a couple of people on Maryville's team that could have won it tonight. I mean, we talked about Reggie Hubbard, who had 3 catches for 54 yards. Babley, 12 carries, 93 yards, and 3 touchdowns. But after that catch by Beaufort and then his other 50-yard touchdown catch, 5 catches, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns. We'll give the Mayfield star of the game to Torrey Beaufort.
All right, well, that is going to do it for us, and I want to make a couple of comments here, and we don't know, quite frankly, if this is our last broadcast of the year or not, because here's how this works. It just really depends on where playoff games are held. If a school is in the NFHS, we are not able to broadcast. They've got an exclusive with the state. So we'll see. We simply do not know. Could be, and if it is, Fruit Loops want to bring you on here because we've had quite a great football season. If this is the last broadcast, it is our last regular season broadcast. I will tell you that. Fruit, let's thank some people, and it's a little different here tonight, being here in our studios.
Yes, tonight we've had Caden Payne in the trailer with me, and of course Austin Chadwick. We want to make sure we recognize him, but
yeah, he's a jerk.
We've had a great crew all summer between Madison, Jake. I mean, all of them. They've done a fantastic job this year.
Yeah, we really have, and really thank all of them for their hard work. Greg, thanks for filling in for Shelton tonight. We appreciate it. And now, I do want to break down what you'll be doing. Again, repeating what our local schools will do. next week for the final week of the regular season, because we've still got another week of the regular season to go here.
Yeah, most definitely. So the big game next week is going to be on Friday night. It's going to be on Halloween. That's going to be at Walker Valley. It's going to be Walker Valley, Ray County. Again, Walker Valley wins that. They are the region champion, be the number 1 seed, and definitely a home game. If Ray County somehow can upset Walker Valley, you've got I went back and validated that a little while ago. You've got a 3-way tie with East Hamilton, Ray County, and Walker Valley, and then it'll go to the tiebreakers. The other games are on Thursday night. Cleveland is going to be at home for senior night versus Farragut. And then Bradley Central will travel up to Bearden to catch that for their last game. And again, that one's on Thursday night as well.
And thanks, Fruit, for letting us know we're on the camera. I mean, that's a big help.
Yeah, I mean, just all night long he's been letting us know when we're going to be on there.
He does that in the morning too, so I'm very used to him. Well, so here's what's also going to happen tonight. If you're watching this live here, we're just it's 9:09 Eastern Time on this Friday night, 24th day of October. So Hardy's Friday Night Blitz will come on the air on mixtv.tv. Andy Jenkins, I'm not sure who's with Andy tonight, but normally it's Jim Gum. Jim is filling in for this guy on the Cleveland broadcast up at Hardin Valley. So, hey, Fruit, will you pop the scoreboard up again one more time? This is the Warren and Griffin scoreboard. Old Leggett Cleveland, that they're within 1. Did they miss an extra?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if they missed an extra point. And on the Walker Valley score, they're up 2-0. Sequatchie County intercepted a pass in the end zone, so Walker Valley was ready to score, and Sequatchie County intercepted a pass in the end zone.
All right, so we're monitoring those scores very heavily. Again, now you can listen to the Cleveland game. If you're watching us online, well, of course you're watching us online, but Cleveland is on Mix 104.1 radio. Terry Evans, Jim Gum are at Hardin Valley. Boy, some great games happen when Jim Gum's there. Jim was filling in for Jacob Mason with Andy Morris on the Walker Valley East Hamilton game.
Yeah, I think we need to put him out at every week, because when he goes to a game, it's a crazy good game.
It's a barn burner. Look at that. So the Cleveland game on Mix 104.1, the Walker Valley games on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. The easiest thing for you folks to do, go download our app right now. If you don't have it, download the Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com. You'll get all the streams, audio. There it is, all the streams. That's the ESPN app, but that's it's great too. Both of them are good, and that'll be all the streams, both audio and video. Those games are going now on the radio, and then Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. Now on ESPN Radio, we'll join the World Series with ESPN Radio following Bradley. Dodgers are leading 1-0 going to the third inning in Toronto, Game 1 of the World Series. Greg, thanks for filling in, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Had a great time tonight, Steve. Thanks for asking me, and always love doing these games. Love doing them with you. I have to say that because you're my boss on this. So
yeah, right. That's funny.
No, it's always a lot of fun, and appreciate you thinking of me and letting me come and doing it with you.
All right, buddy. And Greg back in action on the radio next week, and then basketball right around the corner.
Right around the corner. It's going to be exciting.
It really will. We're getting close. All right, for all of us, including Austin, Caden, and our entire crew, thank you so much for another great season. Hey, and a big thanks to our sponsors. Quite frankly, this does not happen without them. And so as you've seen the sponsors scroll through tonight, starting with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, all of our sponsors, please thank them. Please patronize them. I'm telling you, folks, this does not happen without them. And so thank you very, very much for what's been the best season of MixedTV.tv thus far. All right, that could be it for the year. We will have basketball. We will be bringing you basketball early, probably late November, early December. We know we'll have that. Not sure if we'll have a playoff game or not. We're going to check the games on the radio now. Mix 104.1. Also, there it is, our final here. Mix 104.1, ESPN Cleveland 101.3, Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, and, of course, MixedTV.tv. On behalf of our crew, I'm Steve Hartline. Good night, everybody.